A famous Italian poet once coined Asolo the city of 100 horizons, and we can see why.
Here we are in Asolo, which is one of the most beautiful borghi in Italy, which means a medieval town up on a hill. So it's very small, it's very quiet, and so people love to come here because they can enjoy life. Here you can enjoy many beautiful views. If you work in the historic center or you go up on the hills, you can have very good views on the Venetian landscape.
And a very famous artist community. Talk about some of the artists that have come through.
Yeah. It's a place where many artists chose to stop here because here they could rest and enjoy the area. And most of them were foreign people, American and English. They love this area because you can find something that can be similar to Tuscany. You have cypress trees, you have vineyards, you have cherry trees, olive trees, so a good place where they could stay.
This entire area here is surrounded by monuments built to remember the Great War. We're standing in an ancient abbazia. Abbazia means church. Joe, you are spending your own money to restore this abbazia. Why is this so important to you?
Well, we own most of our vineyard. We have 100 hectares of vineyard around the hill here. And the abbazia it was a place that I used to admire when I was a little child, driving my bike around the hill here. The feeling, the energy, and all my vineyard, like in this property, we have 11 plot of vineyards. It's an amazing place. It's the best place of the Montello. Yeah. And the history that we have, the culture, it goes back 1,000 years. Here is where Monsignor Giovanni della Casa wrote the manor, the Galateo. And it was, after the 1500, it became a place of culture where poets and famous people used to come and visit. And Hemingway loved this area because he was wounded just down the road here on the river. So he came 6-7 times after that.
One of the things that makes the wines from Asolo Montello so special is that in addition to making fantastic Prosecco Superiore, they also produce red wines. Of course, we know Prosecco Superiore, and the one thing we know about Prosecco Superiore, of course, and Prosecco in general, is the grape that we focus on is Glera.
Glera is indigenous of the Asolo Montello and the area of the northeast of Italy. And so for Asolo Montello, we have the Asolo Prosecco Superiore is a sparkling wine, you know.
Yes, I know.
In different versions, from extra brut to dry. The secret is the rainfall, okay, and the hills, the sun, but also we have the altitude of the hills to have more acidity, to create a bottle so elegant.
Fantastic. So let's try some of these wines.
Okay.
Benvenuta.
Ah, che bello qui.
I'd let you see some beautiness of this territory. Shall we go outside? Because it's today is a pretty day. It's
beautiful. We are talking all about the wines from Asolo Montello. Armando, I want to start off giving people a quick overview of Prosecco Superiore region here and all about the wines that you all produce.
Okay, Prosecco has been for a long time originally from here, but actually lately we started to grow our sales of bottles. So coming back from the beginning, because we are in progress starting from a very low level, It was 2013 that we bottled a bit more than 1 million bottles. And in 2017, we got 11 million bottles. But it's not only Asolo, our main target. The target is to promote all the appellation of this territory.
Sometimes in the United States, we think of Prosecco as just one big thing. If there is something maybe you would want to communicate to the American audience about Prosecco Superiore or Prosecco in general, what would it be?
They should know that this is the smallest territory between the three territories of Prosecco, and as a not so wide production, we wish not to make too much. And this is a teeny part, but has some peculiarity that American people should know and appreciate, even, especially if they come to this territory.
And if they come, they will not be disappointed. Absolutely beautiful people, beautiful land, beautiful wines.
Good luck for American citizens that they could drink a lot of Asolo Prosecco Superiore.
I'll drink to that.
Salute!
Salute! Chin chin!
Cin cin.
Auguri a tutti.
Asolo Montello's connection to the past helps make the wines of the present so special. The architect behind this Venetian villa, Villa di Mazere, is one of the fathers of American architecture. If you go to any village in the world, you're going to find a building that looks similar to this one. Talk about the historical significance of the architect that founded this building and the structure that you'll find literally all over the world.
This is one of the cornerstones of modern architecture. It was designed by an architect called Andrea Palladio in around 1550, and he invented this model. He took an ancient temple and put it in the middle of a building, and then two symmetrical wings. The temple facade gives importance to the owners, and the symmetrical wings were the quarters where day-to-day life used to be. And you can find this model all around the world. You have all the main buildings. You have the White House, Buckingham Palace, Versailles. Palladio was recognized by the US Congress as one of the fathers of American architecture. Inside there's one of the most beautiful treasures of Venetian art, the frescoes by Paolo Veronese, where you have also celebration of the winemaking with Bacchus, and people come and visit the house.
Can they buy the wine in there?
Of course.
Of course. All right. Fantastic. Beautiful. We got to take a tour.
Monique, and now wear this apron.
Yes, chef. Okay. So we're in your traditional Italian kitchen. One of the things, Chef Stefano, that I think is so neat is you don't use any electricity.
Yeah.
Tell us about what you all do here.
We use only a wooden stove. We prepare a typical Veneto cuisine, and now we prepare the old dish in a new style. Allora, the first ingredient is the capers. Is the lemon, fresh lemon, parsimon, and bread, and the king, the baccalà, the cod.
Baccalà, okay. Is that cod in Italian?
Yeah, baccalà
okay.
is
no.
In Veneto.
Only in Veneto.
Is baccalà.
Baccalà.
Yeah,
okay.
It's because we use the stockfish. for me,
Yes.
this with Asolo, Prosecco.
Perfection. How do we say cheers?
Vai Mona.
Vai Mona. What does that mean?
It's a typical Veneto happiness.
Vai Mona.